Hey guys, what's up? Now in today's video we're going to be talking about the population of Halo. We're going to cover MCC on PC, Xbox, compare it to Halo 5, and then every other game. We're going to talk about the population, the overall population of Halo in 2020. We're also going to talk about Halo Infinite being delayed. How did that affect the population? And all the future MCC updates, and whether I think, and then you guys can obviously give me your opinions in the comments below, if that's going to raise the population at all. So let's jump right into the video, guys. We're going to go through Halo MCC's population first. As you can see on screen now, we have Halo the Master Chief Collection on Xbox Live is almost at 19,000 people. This is taken at peak on a weekend, but it dips to about 4,000 to 5,000 on both PC and Xbox Live when it's not on peak times. It's really interesting to see that the population is actually double on Xbox Live. A lot of people actually said that on this website that the Game Pass users are included on the Xbox Live population. So take that with a grain of salt. I don't know if that's true or not, but I figured I'd just throw it in here for you guys just for some comparison's sake. I will say, however, though, when I try to find games on Xbox compared to Steam, I have a much easier time, especially in FFA. In Free-for-All, I really struggle to find games on PC, but on Xbox Live, it's not too bad. Next up, we have Halo 5. That's sitting at about 10k people. Don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's at the exact same population almost as MCC on PC. Halo 5 has basically been out for 5 years now, and I feel has a pretty stable community. I feel like anyone who's still playing Halo 5 in 2020 really is a diehard fan, and they're probably going to stick it out or basically use it to springboard into Halo Infinite. But what I really wanted to talk about was the population. Now I'm going to throw up the chart of Halo MCC on PC's population. All the links to all the websites and references I've used in this video are going to be in the description below if you want to check them yourselves. Now, Halo 3 actually held a population much better than all of the other games combined on MCC on PC. Halo Reach is kind of an outlier because the game just came out, so there's a lot of hype. But we really never got the heights of what we actually had at the initial launch, which was about 96,000, 97,000 when Halo Reach on PC came out. We only had around about 55,000 when Halo 3 on PC came out. The best way I can judge the population and how well it's lasted and how well the game is doing is being from Australia. I have a much smaller population than say someone playing from North America or someone playing from Europe. That means the Australian servers usually die first because they're the lowest populated playlists. And Halo 3 actually held a population for a very long time. Compared to the other games, Halo 2 almost died within, let's say, 1 to 2 weeks. CE lasted about a month, and Halo Reach lasted about 2 to 3 months. And Halo Reach honestly has a pretty big, I guess, Australian player base still to this day. Most of the people who played Halo 2, they didn't even play Halo 2 Classic. They went straight to Halo 2 Anniversary. And I get it, it's the new game. It probably looks prettier, even though that's debatable. But the next thing I really wanted to talk about was actually Halo MCC Inside on Xbox Live and PC. For the final day when it came out, there's only about 200 people actually logged on to play the game. It's no wonder that I had such trouble finding games. I could barely find games this time around on the Halo 3 ODST PC flight test. I don't know if it was because less people were invited or less people were interested. In the actual Halo Waypoint blog that Postman's posted, he said they had much lower turnout in this particular flight compared to the other one before. So next up, guys, we have the features that are coming to Halo MCC, and how are they going to affect Halo MCC for the future, considering Halo Infinite doesn't come out till sometime in 2021. We really have no idea as to when that is going to be. However, crossplay, the customs browser, and many other features are right on the horizon for Halo MCC. Crossplay obviously being the biggest one. That's going to come in with input-based matchmaking. In the latest blog, Postums talks about it being in competitive game modes. Over game modes that are a bit more casual, say Infection and Firefight, are going to have absolutely none whatsoever. The only problem I have with this is, say they search Infection. They'll get to play normally, someone on controller, someone on keyboard and mouse, it's all good. Then they go and try search BTB or Slayer or something like that, and it's going to prevent them from searching. I feel like that, for the casual player base, is going to alienate a lot of people from playing the game. I feel like it would be a much easier just to have an opt-in, opt-out. If you want to do input-based matchmaking, you'll have input-based matchmaking. If you don't want to have input-based matchmaking, you don't have to have input-based matchmaking. I get that they're aware that the population is so low, and adding something like this into the game is probably going to really hurt it. And not for controller players, because when input-based matchmaking and crossplay comes in, the people on PC are just going to match the Xbox controller users. It's the PC people who are going to be really hurt to find games because the population is going to be so low. But since this is such a highly requested feature and they're not going to be doing anything to the aim assist on controller, I guess it's a feature that a lot of people have wanted and it's going to be coming into the game soon. You guys can make your own minds up about whether it's a good or a bad thing coming into the game. I'm sure some of you guys will leave me comments in the comment section below, but I really feel like the customs browser, when that comes to Halo MCC, is going to do really volumes in terms of player retention, getting people to come play the games. Honestly, I have the most fun when I'm playing with friends and I'm doing custom games. I don't do it very often. I would love to do it more. So if you guys want to see me do a customs night, we'll do through all the Halo 3 popular custom games, I'll do that. But also, I covered this a little bit in yesterday's video. I would really love to see some new game modes added to Halo MCC. Really, it can be anything. Say you could have like 10% gravity, 300% speed, and you have snipers or Fiesta, whatever. And you just fly around the map sniping people on maybe a BTB map. I don't know, just something to mix it up instead of just not the same generic modes. If you want me to go into more detail about that, check yesterday's video. I'll link that in the description below too. But now we're going to talk about the overall population. If we combine all the population from all of the games, then the overall population you get for Halo with all the games included on Xbox Live currently is 39,968 as of taking this screenshot on a weekend at a peak time. Now the reason why I bring up this number is because Halo MCC PC on Steam is a #3 bestseller. A lot of people have the game. But I don't know whether either they're not playing multiplayer, they're not interested in the multiplayer, they just played through the campaign, or maybe they just played through the campaign once and then they're done with it. But being top 3 on Steam, you'd expect the numbers to be a bit higher, especially on PC. Initially, yes, the numbers were pretty high. But when I check usually at nights, Halo MCC isn't even in the top 100 most played games. It really falls off once the United States, North America population goes to bed. The population really dips. So I feel somewhat, I know a lot of people in my region and maybe Europe would agree with me, there needs to be more investment into the regions of Halo outside of North America, especially the Asian and Southeast Asian communities. I feel like if you could really tap into that somehow, it would really pay dividends for Halo in the long run. I feel like if 343 could really invest in the region, they might actually see a huge bump in population. But it has to be long-term sustainable support that really gets people invested into the series. And hopefully Halo Infinite will do that. I remember seeing Tashi actually point out that he wanted to develop the regions outside North America. So fingers crossed that's what they do. So that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I love doing videos like this because I'm a huge nerd for, I guess, statistics and numbers a little bit. So let me know if this surprises you. Do you think the population will go up or down? Will it stay the same? Crossplay, input-based matchmaking, there's lots to talk about. The #1 thing I really hope for population, I guess overall future of the game, is I want the next generation of people to pick up Halo and really love the series. But I really feel to get the game to the heights it had before, you really gotta get the new generation and not just, I guess, the other people who already love the series into the game. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Appreciate you guys all watching today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.